YouTube, man, what is going on today? I know it's been a long time since I done posted something, but sometimes life get in the way of things, and YouTube ain't paying me nothing. But y'all can help me out with that. If y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, y'all get my subscribers up, and maybe one day YouTube will be paying me something. But anyways, man, that's kind of besides the point of this video. What we will be talking about today is 3 things I love and 3 things I hate about my brand new 2023 Dodge Charger Scat Pack Widebody. Alright, man. So if y'all have watched my 2 previous videos with this car in it, y'all already seen this before. I got that Destroyer Gray on that 2023 Widebody Scat Pack. But anyways, like I said, we about to do 3 things I hate, 3 things I love about this car. I ordered this car back in February 2023. I picked it up in September of 2023. And today is February 2nd, 2024. And guess how many miles I got on it? You can probably tell by the thumbnail, title of this video. I only got 1,500 miles on it. I don't really drive this car like that. I don't really need to. I have another car that I kind of like daily drive. So I pretty much just drive this car when I feel like it. And that is truly a blessing to say. For real, that is a blessing. Number 1 would be, obviously, the look of the car itself. I got a Charger Widebody Scat Pack. The hips on it, got them big old 305s on the back and the front. Got the big 6-piston brake calipers in the front. Obviously, the color of the car, I got this Destroyer Gray color. If you didn't know, they brought this back for the Chargers and Challengers for 2023, the last year. They had it on there. I want to say it stopped at 2019, but in the course, along with the look, is the inside of the car. I got them red seats. I still got the plastic on it for on the screen. Then I got the carbon fiber accents on it. I picked that out. Sunroof and everything. So yeah, number 1 for me is definitely the look of the car, for sure. To the number 1 thing I hate about this car. And since we talking about cosmetics, the number 1 thing I hate, man, is all I gotta do is brake dust. On the front tires, that brake dust can collect quick. I mean, like, I'm talking like in a matter of a day, they can look like that. On the backs, it's not as bad. As you can see, it's a big difference. That's the back wheel. And that's the front wheel. You know, the thing looking a little ashy. I don't like that. I understand wheels gonna get dirty, but my problem is why they get dirty so quick. And I know it's because they got them the brake pads on there from the factory. I haven't changed anything out, but I do know they say the power stops are good for that, as far as reducing the brake dust. So when the time comes, which will be fairly soon, I'm gonna go ahead and get them changed out. So hopefully that will eliminate the problem just a little bit of how quick it happens. What I love about this car, man, is the good attention it brings. And I put an emphasis on good attention. With that being said, I'm talking about, like, a lot of people love this car, or they love Chargers, they love Challengers, they love fast cars, Mustangs, Camaros, and all that, Corvettes. But a lot of people, they love Dodge, and I'm one of them people. Clearly, I got one of them, but I say good attention because you got the people that when they see you out in traffic, um they waving their hands at you, they smiling, they giving thumbs up and stuff. A whole lot of people, like if I'm parking at the store somewhere, oh, I like your car, man, this, that, and the third, stuff like that. Oh, that's a sweet color. Things like that, man. It makes you feel good as an owner of the car. I mean, that's not what I got the car for. Like, I didn't get it for other people, but it does feel good knowing that other people they do pay attention to it. Like not too long ago, about 2, 3 weeks ago, I was driving somewhere and it was some young dude. He was in the passenger seat and he just couldn't get his eyes off of it. He was just looking it all up and down. He gave me a thumbs up and I honked at him or whatever. My number two reason that I love this car was the good attention, right? Emphasis on the good attention. So with that being said, my number two reason why I hate this car is the bad attention. What I mean by that, is more so the people that think I'm the police. Like, man, like it's funny because like in my other car, I could be driving, people would be speeding and going past me, flying by and stuff like that. But for some reason, well, I know the reason, but for some reason, they see me rolling around in this car right here, the Scat, and they think I'm the police. So they'll slow down, they start tapping their brakes or whatever. They'll get over in another lane. And the reason behind that is because, especially around this area, I'm sure it's in other states too, but where I live at, in the state I live in, cops nowadays, they got all kinds of cars. Back in the day, you could tell a cop car from just looking at it. Any car, they kind of had like a certain kind of car they drove, a certain few. But now you never know who's a cop and who's not a cop. And now, a lot of times they are taking over. For a while now, they've been using chargers and stuff for cars, but I done seen police cars that using Mustangs. I seen a Corvette. I see a lot of Durangos. Obviously, like I said, I see a lot of Chargers, but you may think they just using like the police Charger, but I done seen like some Scat Pack Chargers that were cop cars, like for real, for real. I know in other states, I think somebody done had a Hellcat. I want to say I was in Florida. I'm not 100% sure on that. But point is, what they driving, they trying to keep up with everybody else. Them original cop cars or whatever, they not keeping up with nothing like no Scat or no Hellcat or no ZL1 or no Mustang or nothing like that or whatever, no Corvette. They're not keeping up with nothing like that. So what they had to go do, they had to go get what people are driving so they can keep up with everybody else. I done seen a few Tesla cop cars. Well, I'm not gonna say I personally seen them with my own eyes in like real life, but I see them like on Instagram and stuff like that. People get me confused with the police, and even talking about like colors and stuff. They just don't have just the typical police car. They have like the little silver color or the white or the black. They get all kinds of colors now. So especially at night, let me emphasize that, especially at night. During the day, don't really happen as much, but you can still tell like a few people still think I'm the police. But at night, you just see the silhouette of them headlights, and like you just never know. It's a lot of, I've been seeing like a lot of memes and stuff on Facebook talking about it, talking about how you can never trust a Charger. You don't know if they're the police or not, and that's really true. Because there's been a few Chargers and stuff out here that I seen, and you wouldn't know until they cut them lights on and you looking silly. Moving on to number three. The third thing I love about this car And people, y'all can say whatever y'all want but for me, I like the power of the car. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not a Hellcat. I don't care. It's not a Hellcat. I know I didn't get a Hellcat. I got what I wanted to get. I got the Scat Pack. I will be dropping another video as to why I got a Scat Pack over a Hellcat. I'll be dropping that soon, matter of fact, after this video. But anyways, getting back to this, I just like the power of the car. It got that big 6.4 Hemi in it, 6.4 liter Hemi. I like all the modes and stuff. Let's start up real quick. Like how you can play with all these different modes and like all the performance pages and stuff like that. I know everybody done seen how this stuff works, but you got like the track mode. You know, you can play with all that. Sport mode, custom, do whatever you want with that. You got auto. A lot of times when I drive this car, I either be in auto or I be in sport mode. Yeah, so that's part one of the things I like about this car. I like how the stuff you can do with it, and like I said, I like the engine, the power it has. If I want to step on it, I can get down the road if I want to. I can play around with it. But yeah, man, so for me, I think that's my number 3 thing I love about this car. And keep in mind, none of these are in order. It's just kind of how the video is going. But I mean, if you want to get a Scat Pack, man, I don't see what's wrong with it. I mean, to me, it's plenty of enough power. I mean, I don't go to the track. I don't do none of that. It's not the slowest thing on the road. It's clearly not the fastest either, but I don't really care about all of that. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I care enough, but I don't care too much, you know. The third thing I hate about this car is it kind of go hand in hand with the bad attention, but it is the amount of cars that get stolen, or the amount of chargers, challenges, whatever. The rate that these cars get stolen at is crazy, and it's kind of sad. But I mean, is I guess is what people want. And you got all these rappers and stuff like that, and I mean, just not rappers, but in general, you got all these big famous people. You see them ride around these type cars, or they'll be like in a Hellcat or something like that, or you'll see like the videos on TikTok or YouTube or scrolling through Instagram, or you see things where they going up and down the road, doing burnouts and stuff like that, doing donuts and all that. So a lot of people that can't afford this car, or that choose not to buy it themselves, or however you want to put it, the people that maybe they don't got no job, or I don't know, but the people that choose to steal the car versus going out there and getting one themselves, they don't want to put in the work for it. They don't want to go about it the right way, is what I'm trying to say. Man, it's just sad, because it's like, even for me driving this car, like where I used to live at, and it was no bad area at all. I mean, it don't matter where you live at, your car can get stolen. Not even just no Charger, no Hellcat, no Scat Pack, no Challenger, no Durango, no Jeep, no Trackhawk. It don't matter. I mean, if somebody wants your car, they're gonna steal it regardless of what it is. It's just that, and it's not like these cars are easier to steal than another car or certain other cars, you know what I'm saying? But it's just that it's the fact that's what people want. But point being, back to what I was saying, where I used to live at before, one of my neighbors, I didn't know him, but he got his Charger stolen. And the crazy thing is, I heard when it happened too. He used to live kind of like at the top of the complex. I was living like towards the back, but it wasn't that big. But anyways, I heard when it happened because I was up one night. It wasn't even that late. That's the crazy thing about it. It was like maybe 1 o'clock, a little after 1 o'clock at night. I was up watching YouTube or whatever, and I heard about two engines or two cars just they was up there flying down that road. And where I used to stay at, it was like close to a main road, but it was also like a back road back there too. So I don't know which where they hit or whatever, but I heard two cars. So a lot of times they'll come, they have the getaway car, then they have the car they're trying to steal. So yeah, they got up out of there. It's just like every time I drive this car, I just kind of strategic in a sense of like where I'm going. I keep in mind of where I'm going before I leave, or like, do I want to drive this car? Do I want to drive my other car? Things like that. Where you parking at? How long you going to be there? The time of day. I don't really drive this car at night. Not only because, the main thing is I don't really go nowhere at night like that. But for one, I don't want it to get dirty with the bugs. Cause at night all the mosquitoes and gnats and whatever be outside, they'll tear your car up. I don't want that happening. Number two, I don't want it to get stolen. So I be mindful of things like that every time I drive my car, and which is crazy because, like I said, it really shouldn't be like that. Like, it shouldn't be like that in general. I don't care what you're driving. Like I mentioned earlier, I mean, if somebody want it, they're gonna steal it. If they need it, they're gonna steal it, type of thing. But it's just crazy out here with that, man. Anyways, man, that will wrap up this video for today. Man, like I said, y'all hit that like button for me. Y'all please hit that subscribe button. So if you're in the market for a Scat, hopefully this video might help you. Like I said, I got almost 1,500 miles on it. I don't really drive it like that, but so far I love it. With everything you buy, of course, there's going to be some pros to it. There's going to be some cons to it. But for me, I think the pros outweigh the cons. So go ahead, if that's what you want to get, go ahead and get it, man. But with that being said, I'll catch you on the next one.